Now, this is a tough swallow. It's a tough ask. But I think you can do it. Now, the issue you get with men is men have a tendency to white knight. So when a woman is just like the bare minimum pleasant, like she has a nice tone, they say, oh, you're not being a complete bitch. You know, that's why they all white knighted for Crowder. Because even though she was being a disobedient bitch, everybody said, oh, no, the poor wife. Oh, no. You can have a nice tone and still be a bitch. So one is coming in bad faith. That's number one. So if you come in and you are assuming the other person is a liar or a bad person, my question is, why are you dating someone that you believe that about? Or why are you in cahoot? Why are you talking to someone that you believe that about? I just wouldn't have the conversation. But women love to argue. So that's one. Nagging. No nagging. Do you have an opinion about how I should do things or run my show? Well, shut the fuck up. Start your own show. 3, and Doug MPA, feel free to type. I know Doug MPA has access to this document, so feel free to, you know, and I'll read it if you type it. No nagging. Oh, sorry. Come in. I need to put come in good faith. My bad. Come in good faith. Okay. Smile. Come in smiling, in a good mood. Yeah, no over talking. When you're in a conversation with somebody and you're coming onto somebody's show, anybody with a basic level of respect knows you let them lead the conversation and you don't interrupt them. Now, again, I know that's difficult for you guys. When you are wrong, admit it. Sometimes we get carried away and you interrupt and you do something. But, you know, you just say, I'm so sorry, and change the behavior. Yes. Thank you, Doug MP. That's a great one. Listen to understand instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. You know, here's another one. Ask questions that are not just source or coming in and saying, and it's very, again, these women are so unlikable. If you're in a debate format, that format, it's let's rip each other apart. But in conversation, saying source every 5 minutes is just a way to derail the conversation. You'll bring up your sources. I'll bring up my sources. We'll both say each other's sources are bullshit. Let's just have a conversation. No eye rolling. This one, yes, if you disagree, you could say you disagree. No personal attacks. Yeah, thank you, Doug. That's I just thought of that too. Personal attacks are for a time and a place. They can be used. But generally, you know, being mean to somebody for no reason is being a bitch. Yeah. Well, Oh, that's a good one. Thank you, Doug. Respect the larger platform and appreciate the opportunity. I'm sorry, that was, I wonder why it's doing that. A lot of you women are nobodies. You have 500 followers. And out of the graciousness of my heart, I say, you know what? We can have a reoccurring show where we do this weekly. If you can just learn to not be a bitch. And they can't do it. I'm offering them the opportunity of a lifetime. And they just, it's too difficult for them to do it. It's like impossible. Wait, let me hold on. Let me go back down here. Say please and thank you. All right. I think that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, we could add more later, but I think that's the basics. So Candace, if you're watching, lady from yesterday, Ash, if you're watching, that's the basics. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is how to apologize. Now, a lot of women, they think they're apologizing when they're not apologizing. Now, I'd like to say, in general, apologies are kind of useless because women will apologize and then do the same thing. But I'll get into that. So to offer, this is from AI, to offer a genuine apology, you must take responsibility for your actions, express sincere remorse, and acknowledge that the hurt you caused without making excuses. So yesterday, Ashley, and I'm just going to read this message. She said, Pearl, I was in good faith. Come on, I'll come back next week. Thanks for having me. But seriously, I'll come back. If you would just engage in the back and forth more, even if I challenge you, I think we could have a good conversation. Think about it. Now, that's not an apology. I said, hey, come on my platform and don't be a bitch. Be nice. Don't be a bitch. That's it. Let's have a good conversation. You can't interrupt me. You can't overtalk me. You can't roll your eyes. You got to be nice. You got to not be a bitch. And she couldn't do it, right? So instead of coming in and saying, do you know what? I was out of line and I'm sorry. It won't happen again. She does the female tactic, which is gaslight. And this is how men go crazy because women will never admit they're wrong. They just gaslight you to eternity. I was literally looking at this and I'm like, so your apology is I'll come back. Oh, Ash, I was just dying to have you, the nobody TikToker, on. Oh no, I needed more bitches to argue with. Oh my, you know, I think we could have a good conversation. You proved to me we couldn't have a good conversation. And I said, you know what? So now I'm going to show her how I would recommend to do it. So again, you take responsibility. You say, I'm sorry, I was out of line. I should not have done that. And it won't happen again. Maybe even offer me some value, right? Offer me something. Make it up to me. In exchange, I know some other women that would be great to do this, but give me a few recommendations, right? Or I don't know, be creative. You could think about it. I would love to try again. This time I'll be better. Boom. That's better than what the fuck you did. You said, okay, let me pretend I wasn't doing it and invite myself back. Bitch, shut the... women just have no idea how unlikable they are. So you acknowledge your mistake, be specific, clearly state what you did wrong rather than being vague. For example, say, I'm sorry I snapped at you, instead of I'm sorry for what happened. Use phrases like that was my fault. Express sincere remorse. Show genuine feelings. Your words should reflect true regret for causing pain or damage. People can often sense when an apology isn't authentic. Acknowledge the impact. Show empathy by demonstrating you understand how your actions affected the other person. For example, I see how I hurt your feelings, or I know that was thoughtless of me. 3, make amends and commit to change. Offer to make it right. Ask what you could do to help make the situation better. The older I get, the less I like women. I know. Me too. Give the other person a chance to speak. After you apologize, allow them to express their genuine feelings without interruption or defensiveness. Show you mean it. The apology is proven by your actions and given and follow through. Give it time. Understand the person you hurt may need time to process the apology and won't forgive you instantly. Instead, women gaslight. Women gaslight to eternity. They just say, oh, invite me back. Let me fight with you more. And the thing is, men, I'm a lot bitchier than most men. Men will just walk away. They'll just be like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. They're not going to do what I did.